Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Uneducated Yogi here with One Family Investing. So this is gonna be a quick video. I wanted to show y'all how I put in some support and resistance zones while the market is still, it just opened not too long ago. So you'll see this before it gets down the line, so to speak. And a zone is me drawing a rectangle, and the quick key is Option Shift R on my Mac. So I'm gonna show you. So basically, what I would do right now is I would make this a little zone. And the reason being is because of the bottom part, actually. So if I was just to do a support line, because the support, like, it's below the candles, so it's supporting it. So think about the floor. So this is the floor, the ceiling is up here, that's resistance. So that the floor, if I did just a line by itself, I would do one line to where we call these touches. So I'm going to hide. So basically you could think about it as if okay, so this red candle, there's one touch is what it's called, two touch, three. So there's three touches, which is good for what I'm saying. Okay, so this means like there's a fight in this zone that it keeps going back, it goes the other way from. So it doesn't go past this zone. Even if it did go past the zone, it's another touch. So if this one went down here, for instance, it doesn't matter if it goes past the zone, it touches. So there's three touches in this section here. And the reason I want, how do I unhide? Oh, snaps. I don't know how to unhide that thing. Okay. So I'm doing the zone because I want to go, so that's the wick part, and then you can see this is the candle part. So that candle part is also important. So I want to cover that zone because sometimes like we'll see something get down here and we probably should get out, but if our line is down here we probably stay in. But we fill these things out and we go, okay, well, this is a good zone that I can take profit or enter on a trade or something, so this is how we'll speak about it. But so you have these different touches, and if I go back, I can see, well, because these are like new highs for Sofi, we can't go back and see like, oh, well, this is that point, but we can go back far. I'm not going to do that right now because I think the high of Sofi maybe was at 60 or 40, like 40 or 60, one of the two, I don't know. But that's like way back. So what we're doing is these recent times, we want to trust how the pattern is that we're seeing now, but then we want to trust then that's where it's good to like know what Sofi is doing, how their revenue is, how their debt is, who the CEO is, and if the CEO is a smart CEO because like they make better decisions to keep the growing. So we start thinking about stuff like that, and I just know that Sofi has good products, has good client retention, meaning once they get a client, they're good at keeping them, and they're good at and they're good at upselling or inviting customers to get into other products that they have. So somebody will start, with SoFi with one product, and then they're good at going like, hey, we have this also. Like, so maybe you're getting a student loan with SoFi, and you're like, okay, this has been working for me. I like SoFi student loan process, and then you get a little bit older and you want to buy a house. So now they have a product to where it's like first home buyer, like you can get a loan for your house, so they have different products like this, So that's what that means. I'm just paraphrasing. I'm not going over their product line or anything right now, but so that's what that means. So just knowing stuff like that. So anyways, I'm putting this here, and then I'm gonna put a resistance zone, which it's a little bit harder to do here just because it's not very much to go off here with this new high, right? And that is one where going back farther wouldn't be bad. So this is the 5-minute chart. This was the 1-minute chart. And on the 5-minute chart, I'm just confirming something really quick. As you can see, like it's around this place nicely. You can see the fight around here. So this is when it was trying to break through. It broke through a little bit, and it went back to this zone that I just threw again. So I wasn't on the 5-minute chart, so I didn't see these details, right? So look how much it was fighting, and then it stayed, it got above it, and then it stayed above it. And this was the last time that it tried to go below the support zone, and it didn't. It stayed above it, and then it stayed above it, and then today, or nope, this is still yesterday. Okay, so this is yesterday. Boom, it got down to that zone again, and then it played around, above it. So it didn't go through the zone, and then it stayed above it, and now we're here. So now, this is today. Starts at 8:30 here. It opens above it and it goes down. So that's where we're at now. When it's a red candle, the open is at the top of the candle. So what that means, I'm zooming in to show. So it's a red candle. That means it opened right here at 29.50. So it opened at 29.50, and then it closed down here, and then it just kept going down. So that's where we are now. So now we'll watch this basically and see if it goes through the support. If it goes through the support, we can assume that it could go down to a zone where there was a bit more play. So, if I was to zone it out, it'd just be just below it. But honestly, like, it'll go back down to here. This line that was once, oh wait, no, that's my goal line. But what was funny is it aligned with a lot of fight. But anyways, so we're gonna be watching to see if it goes through and stays down, or if it's gonna go back above the line. So that's what we're looking at right now. So let me try to draw. Again, this one is a bit harder just because there's no clear spot, in my opinion, right now, to where I would call, oh, this is the resistant. Remember the ceiling, the resistant. So what's at the top is resisting from it going out of the ceiling, above the ceiling. So the resistant line is a bit harder. But let's just see. So this is the hour candle. All that stuff that we see in this 5-minute, for an hour back is how big that candle is. I mean, it's what that candle's showing. So anyways, still going down. That's the 5-minute chart. Let's draw our resistant line really quick. And then if there's something else I gotta say, I'll say it. But other than that, I'll jump off. I just want to do a quick support and resistance video so y'all can see me doing it live. And hopefully it saves, and we'll keep going to see how the future plays out. Okay, so it sucks. Okay, I know what zone. I think I know what zone I'm gonna do. Option Shift R. At least there's some touches here. I'm gonna do here. See these touches? Remember what the word touch mean? And then I'm gonna do up until above these wicks here, like this wick here, and there's one back here. Okay, so see those. I'm gonna go right there, and I'm gonna capture the whole zone here as far as my resistance, because I'm doing a bigger zone because I believe the fight can be where this doji is. See this right here? This is a place of, hey, this is a chance for me to reverse. Oh, this is a chance for me to reverse. It was very equal for a couple times here, and there's a bit of straightness here. So I'm just gonna do this one, and y'all hearing my reasoning live, so this is good. So I could go here, and I would be comfortable. Okay, I could go here, and I would be comfortable. But I'm gonna go down lower. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna risk it all, me looking stupid. So these are gonna be our new support and resistance. Okay, so we're going to the 5-minute. You see how that looks. Okay, and then, well, I wanted to make go out further, but it's okay. So, yeah, so I'm looking at this, and this is kind of interesting. I think I can move it up even a little bit more. Actually, it's a decent space. Okay. So we'll go here. So that'll be our zone. So we have our support, and we have our resistance, and let's just see how it plays out. But you guys are seeing this live. That is good. And one reason that this is important is because I'm gonna do, that's what I was gonna do, and look at my options. So I want it to be a little bit lower for the day when I do and put in the option. So it's below that 29 right now. It's 28.93. It was 29 yesterday when I pulled profit, and I kind of wanted to go under here because when I put a trade in, I'll make more as it goes back up. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to Sofi. But I just want to let it load. This thing be running slow sometimes, but we're reliable. And I want to see this. Okay, 539. Okay, I have 539. Buying power of 539. So I'm gonna type Sofi. One day I'm gonna have perfectly speeded internet. But until that time, here we are. Okay, so I'm gonna look at some trades and see if I would like to put in an option today. So, I mean, honestly, the month out sort of thing been working. So I'm gonna look, and then I think I can't put in a trade, 2 trades. Anyways, 28.99. In a month, I have confidence that it can get to 30. I don't know, 32. Yeah, I mean, they've been on such a crazy run. So sometimes it's better to buy one that's more expensive. I'll show you why in a minute. But I think based off of how we've been moving, and I'm not too savvy with like earning reports and things like that, of like how to read when what's going to happen on the earnings report time. So I think I'm going to look toward this one. That's crazy. This gets cheaper than this one. So I can look into this one actually, or I can go further out. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go further out. Let's see what happens real quick. Let's say January. So these are more expensive, but I have longer time to make more profit. So I'm not a rushy type, so someone might go, no, I want profit, tomorrow, but I want more profit. And this has been such a crazy stock that obviously, like if I got this one, obviously it's going to 29. So that's called In the Money. I think I'm gonna get one of these two. See, I'm just looking at this for, like, I could do it for cheaper, but oh, and the break even, I didn't notice that. So the break even is different when you go further out, because at 30 the break even wasn't 33 for the other one. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get one that's in the money. I like to be safe right now. So this is understanding our risk to reward ratio, our risk factor. Like I could go higher, but I know my risk level, and I is when people go like, it's too risky. That's the point of knowing your risk tolerance and then playing within your risk tolerance. Don't try to do something based off of somebody else's risk tolerance. So yeah, I think I want it. Review order. Actually, go back. And then you just submit it. Done. So I placed a long call. And then it will tell me if it went through or not. I should have clicked that joint right when it popped up. I think that's what it feels like. I don't know. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna see if it went through right away. When it loads, we'll see if it went through right away or, okay, so it's open. Oh, about to open. It did go pending order. Okay, and one of the reasons why it's sometimes like we can't wait until we can put more money in. It's like if you knew you were gonna get 10%, like if you watched yesterday's video, if you knew you were gonna get 10% or more back, automatic, and it's up to 50% or more, like how much would you invest type thing. It's like that type of mindset. I put more in if I knew it was guaranteed type of situation, right? So it's good when you actually put more down in these trades. And again, I'm gonna just go over some of that's on the watch list. So this was the one that I had that I just recently closed. And so this is an example. If I would have waited a couple more days, where would it be? And it might just be the same because I think I got it around $29 anyways. Yeah, so it's less than what I would have got yesterday. So I got the value was 500 yesterday. So again, taking out at the right time and not being greedy, right? So I wasn't greedy yesterday, and look what happened. It paid off. I said, I'm gonna take my profit. I took my profit. It was higher than what it is right now. Because this would be my typical work time. I wouldn't be waiting until like noon or later because I'll be working or taking care of house duties. You know, I have a kid. Obviously, you can hear him in the background. One of them. Okay, so that was that one. And then we have ones like I bought these on the same time and I put them on the watch list. And let's look at this one and this one. So we have the 22 and the 24. So this was further out. Oh, this was bought on 8/1/83. Okay, just so that could be understood. But if I would have bought this, it would have been 260, not 167. Okay, remember I bought mine, and it was 167 to buy it. This would have been 260. I think it was outside of what I had, right? But if I was able to pay just that little bit more, you know, on this day, this would have been my profit. $535, 205% gain. All right, so that's wild. That's so crazy. Like 167, so $100 more. If I had $100 more, this is the trade that I actually would have done. And this doesn't expire until November 21st, which means this is going to get even higher. And that's what I'm saying. This is so cool. It's at 29.02, so it's not even at the price that I took out my last thing yet. So if I would have taken it out even on the time that I took my last trade out, this would have been higher. But obviously I would have let this sit even longer. September, November, yeah. So because of how Sofi is running right now, there's times where maybe we want to take it out at this time. So let's look at the other one. That's 11/21 expiration. Okay, that's the 22 call, and this is the 24. Okay, so now let's look at this one. This is going to be probably a little bit more expensive. So, oh yeah, sorry about the volume, by the way. I can't find my Bluetooth, so I don't know how this sounds, to be honest. Okay, So I bought this on the first of last month, and then this would have been a little bit less. So 247, so not 260. It would have been $247, and it would have been 191% gain for $473. And this expiration isn't it's even further than November. So so we're gonna come back to these, but it's 468, 189% right now, and it's the power of these swing trades, because when you find a nice stock, it's almost guaranteed. It's like guaranteed money, and that's just so cool. So if we'll go back. I hope you're getting something from this. I get excited about this, but I don't want to be too excited because I could look crazy. But I'm telling you right now, in um, in the spiritual sense, money is currency. It's like your spiritual flow, actually, and we get excited because we know we're not using it for our own gains. We here, I want to say that people do, but here we want to understand, like, it's not only for us, it's for charity, it's to help other people. It's not just to give it out whimsically. It's to be very intentional from our heart, going like, this is for humanity. This is for things bigger than myself. So it's actually a spiritual process as well, making currency, making money happen, making it move. But someone who is spiritual or a lover of God, they know how to use that currency to serve in His name, so to speak. Okay. And again, I ain't trying to be like too preachy or whatever, but I gotta support the values that we have here, because I don't want people going out there, saying like, Yogi, he said this, and this is why I'm doing this, and this is, this is what it is. Like, I want to be clear, because I take this serious, as being a leader or such in this, or trying to inspire people to do this. I don't want the wrong expectation here. So that's it for the SoFi options. And so you saw the different examples, and we're gonna come in here. This one, it's even further out than the last one we saw. It's not at 30. Well, we can see SoFi isn't at $30. It's at $28.90. So this is where it's at right now, but we have to hit our break-even price of $33.90. So we're waiting to hit that break-even price. I haven't taken something out to where we didn't hit the break-even price, but it still says profit down here. I haven't done that yet. So I believe, even though I didn't hit the break-even price, but based off of what this is saying, I could still make $123. And to me, that's insane, because I put in this contract and it's not, it hit my, like, when it hits, it's not even at $30. So it didn't even hit my strike price yet. So it's not even at $30. But the market value of this contract is $513. And I bought it for $390, right? So this is just a cool game, because even if it doesn't work out how you want it to work out, you can still make profit. That's what this is telling me. And I'll close one out in this position, but right now I'm trying to build so I can get more shares and then start making this a certain type of cycle for me. Okay. So anyways, this is the last one I want to show you. Thank you for being here. If you are getting any value out of any of this, please don't hesitate to subscribe. There's a lot of, I'm trying to reach 50 subscribers. There's a lot of stuff I want to give and share, and I think it'll go very much nicer if I can go live I don't know why, but it's just that's what's speaking to me right now. So I think once I get live, I'll be able to speak even better with everyone. And then when we get this on a nice flow, we'll be able to talk back and forth live, and you can ask questions as I'm doing stuff. So I hope you get the support and resistance zones. It's very important to learn that. And if you look in the link in the description, there's a playlist that I put together, and there's different things that you know you can learn from. Because again, here at One Family Investing, we learn, we make profit. We learn, we invest, and we make profit, right? So, and we're seeing it happen at the beginning. So, how is it going to change later? It's not. It's only going to get better, right? That's the idea. If we stay consistent, it will happen. And I plan on staying consistent. A little spotty here and there, but consistent nonetheless. So, I appreciate y'all again for being here. Sorry if y'all seen any turmeric in my teeth. I had some turmeric this morning. But yeah, this was nice. Help me reach 50 subscribers. I love y'all. I hope you got something from this. Love and peace.